Sup guys, Juggalo23451 here, and I'm giving you an update about the EK nickel plating flaking issue. BitTech.net has actually produced a news article saying that they're halting all production of EK nickel plated water blocks, and this was posted on June 13th, so it was yesterday. So it's pretty recent. And what I think they should have done as soon as they released the official plating issue statement last week, they should have immediately halted the process of it instead of delaying it by a week. And they're still blaming us for using PT nuke, or it's basically copper sulfate diluted to like 2% or 1%. That's what PT nuke is. It's just copper sulfate. And then on top of that, they're blaming us for using kill coil, or essentially a silver coil. They're blaming us for that. And on top of that, what they did, I think is very, very biased. They sent someone who does, I'll do it in quotation, product testing to ensure quality insurance to a guy who is basically paid by EK. So don't you think his review of the water block that he's inspecting or whatever, or trying to put out there how it's our fault instead of EK's, is going to be a little biased? I think so. Anyways, getting tongue-tied here. A member from a forum, it's not overclock.net, but a different forum, basically did his own testing. He has a degree in something, it's really, really ridiculous, like physicist or something like that. So he's really, really smart. And more or less he came to the conclusion of it's shoddy nickel plating. Now this is basically, that's what everybody's been saying. It's EK shoddy nickel plating. EK's cutting corners. And that's exactly what EK is doing. And you can tell that they've done this recently. Why? Because in like 2008, 2009, you didn't hear any situations about this with the plating issue, I should say. But as you get into more recent, like 2010, I think there are some issues, and then 2011, now it's just popping up like candy. So obviously you can tell they did something to their manufacturing process and cheaped out on it. And this is why, in my opinion, companies are going crazy. They'll do anything and everything to save a buck, pretty much. And this proves it right here with EK. They're trying to save money. They're trying to blame us. They're making people actually pay for the water block getting shipped from, say, from the United States all the way to Europe where they're made, or somewhere in that area where they're made. So that's pretty shoddy if you ask me. They should be paying shipping for all the products. Why? Because EVGA, when I had a problem with my motherboard, they gladly paid for shipping with no problem. No questions asked, because I said, hey, there's something wrong. Boom. No questions asked. They did it. So EK is making every user pretty much pay for the water blocks that that are basically going wrong, I should say, with the corrosion. So God knows how many people have X amount of water blocks, and these water blocks are not cheap to ship out. They're probably going to be like 30 to 50 bucks, because you got to do the weight of the item, you got to pack it, and on top of that, insurance, and then on top of that, how far it's going to go. So it's not going to be cheap for people in the United States to be sending our water blocks to get a new water block to or a new water block from EK. But I'm lucky I went with coolants. You don't see coolants, Swift Tech, Danger Den, Aqua Tuning, I think that's them. Yeah, Aqua Tuning, and like Bits Power water blocks. You don't see any of them corroding. So apparently they're doing the manufacturing process right, versus EK, they're doing it completely wrong. People have asked me, hey, are you going to start a anti-EK, I guess, like thread, or I should say group? And before I even did that, I asked a moderator, and he pretty much said, no, don't do it. Word of mouth right now is probably killing them, so don't even do it. So I was like, okay. So I'm not going to be doing like an anti-EK thing on overclock.net. I'm sure you can do it on YouTube, but I'm not going to do it because word of mouth, such as myself, is basically going to tell you guys think twice before you before you buy a EK product. But I'm just giving you an update. The news article will be in the link description below, so go ahead and check that out. And as always, comment, subscribe, rate this video, and you guys have a great day. Bye.